Okay, gonna go over a quick summary of this bike because she is done. She's ready to go. I've test ridden it and she's about to be on her way. So, started off that bike that the guy had laid down, doing wheelies. So, there we go. Got the new tank on it. Still needs a good buff and polish, but I'm gonna ride it for probably a week before I get it all detailed. I got this guy going, new triple clamp up here. See, there she goes. And it's just perfect. So, a lot of work on this one. Basically nothing untouched. Ended up having to go back through the forks. That was my fault. Just a company that I wasn't used to working with in terms of fork seals, and their design was a bit different, so my mistake, working late one night, put them in upside down, and they leaked like crazy, so I had to pull it back off. Luckily, that was only a couple hours extra of work. So, you can see I got the new fairings on. Actually really impressed with these fairings still for the money. $530 I think come into these fairings painted and on the bike. So you really can't beat that. Fitment, I would say, is on par with like Kawasaki OEM fairings. Just a little bit of shaving and filing, but that's standard for any fairings. And they looked really good. Replaced all the hardware with brand new stainless. It's probably one of your biggest differences in how a bike looks is when you go through and you change all the bolts out. Yeah, you can have kits pretty cheap online. I do tend to buy the better quality ones just because I find they don't strip as easy. So, yeah, there we go. I was going to take the anodizing off these rear sets, but yeah, honestly, I don't hate it. So, we'll see. They're actually pretty decent rear sets. They're about $300 on Amazon. They're not as good as like a Woodcraft or something like that, but pretty nice. So down here, switch this out. You can, in the first video, I think you saw how the guy jerry-rigged the old spring setup, just changed that out for a pressure-triggered brake sensor, and that's probably $13. That's a very worthwhile upgrade. So there we go, changed out all my brake bottles. This guy is the metal one still, back before they switched to plastic up here. Tank turned out pretty good, just did some touch-up paint, kind of down lower where you tend to get some chips, as well on the back where your belt buckle and that rubs, so yeah. Ended up having an issue on the first test ride where it died on me, so that was my own fault. When you get a bike that you've not had before and it's taken apart when you get it, some things you're just educated guess when you put it back together, and had a vacuum hose to the map sensor routed incorrectly, so as soon as it was trying to pull fuel based on the map sensor, yeah, it was not working very good at all. So yeah, you can see up under here, got that ignition cover painted, so pretty happy with how that turned out. Did just grab a nice stainless chain guard off Amazon. I was gonna cut it shorter, but for whatever reason, even when it comes to, you know, World Super Sport and that, they tend to leave them pretty long, so such is the style, I'll leave it. Brakes all been gone through, she's working good. New grips, just a lot of little tidying on this bike, but very happy with how it turned out. Thing runs just perfect, and I hope it's gonna make somebody very happy. There we go.